Welcome to video number 1 of your Best Year Ever series. Our first 2 videos are going to be on relationships. Why? Because, to quote a character named Jones in an amazing book, The Noticer, all of life's opportunities come from relationships. And therefore, we want to have good ones, because if you want to have your best year ever in 2022, it means you're going to need some new opportunities. Opportunities come from relationships, so the more good relationships we have, the more opportunities we have. So, I travel around to lots of business, schools, individuals, and I always ask people, hey, do you want to have a great relationship? And people always say, well, what kind of a stupid question is that? Of course I want to have a great relationship. But here's what else I know. If you don't know where you're going, then you are lost. And if you don't know what you're looking for, how would you know when you found it? And those quotes came from somebody, but I don't know who the heck they came from. So I'm giving the quote to whoever it was, but it's true. So everybody says they want to have a great relationship. Nobody wants to have a bad one. But here's what else I know. Very few people ever define what that means. So the first activity that I want you to do, take out a sheet of paper. Write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here's what I want you to do. It's quite simple. What are the 5 characteristics of a great relationship to you? For me, loving, kind, fun, great listener, great communicator. Those were just examples, although quite a few of those are on my list. So the next question, once you've written your list down, are you all of those things yourself on a 10 out of 10? Because if you're not a 10 out of 10 on your own list, well then how in the world could you ever get mad at someone else when they're not a 10 out of 10 on your list either? Second thing I want you to do, if you really want to have great relationships, go to every single human being you know. We got to go deeper in 2022 than we've ever gone before, or we're going to get more of the same, and who the hell wants that? Okay, take your list to everyone, slap it down on their face and say, hey, I love you. I want to have a great relationship with you. Here's what it means to me. But guess what, pal? I want to know, what does it mean for you? And then guess what? Be that for each other. And don't accept anything less. Because once again, if you don't know what a great relationship even looks like, how would you know if you even found it? And guess what? Anytime someone gives me their list, it's awesome. It eliminates so much mystery. And I think to myself, oh, that's the least I could do for that person. And by the way, thinking about the world that we live in, I've never had someone on their list put, be an asshole. I've never had someone on their list put, be rude. I've never had on the list someone be obnoxious and vile. Never see any of those things. Yet, that's what people are doing, even though they claim they want to be in a great relationship. Second thing I want you to do, another column with 5. Healthy relationships have healthy boundaries. Okay? I actually don't even call it that. I call it deal breakers. We've all got them, and yet so many people pretend they don't. So in the middle column, write down all your deal breakers, and that same person, share that with someone. We've all got them, but people are scared to communicate them. And there's nothing to be ashamed of, because we do all have them, and what happens is we never tell another human being what our deal breakers are, and then resentment goes in relationships, and that's complete and utter nonsense. So what does a great one look like? What do the boundaries and deal breakers look like? If you don't set boundaries, you're going to be exploited. End of story. In the third column, great book, The 5 Love Languages. Oh my God, it amazes me how many people still don't know about the 5 love languages. You put 5 love languages in your search bar, a free test will show up, and it will tell you exactly how you really feel loved. For me, it's physical touch, quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, and then in the final one, gifts. My wife's, her number one is acts of service. So the point is, I'm physical touch, she's acts of service. By the way, any of you dirty-minded people, physical touch doesn't mean that. It means hand holding, pat on the back, arm around the, shoulders, all that stuff, although it could mean that, I guess. But the point is, for her, I've got to do acts of service, taking out the trash, cooking dinner. That's how she receives love, and she knows how I receive love. If I was always communicating with her in my love language, she would think that I am speaking a foreign language. And if she was always communicating me with mine and hers, I would think she was doing a foreign language. And lastly, this bottom thing here, I've literally done this drill with thousands of people. Nobody ever has the same set of answers. And guess what? It's not for you, it's not for me to have judgment on anyone's list. It's simply to be that for them. Why? Because in 2022, we want you to have your best year ever. And that means you need new opportunities and to be a part of great and winning relationships. Once again, take the time, fill it out, share it with everyone you know, because if you don't know what you're looking for, how would you know when you got there? Hope you enjoyed video number 1 in this new series. Once again, our channel title is Hey You, Get Out of the Porta Potty, because that is a metaphor for not having a crappy life. We're here to help you and your organization reach its full potential. Please hit that like button. I don't know, do they even have that on Rumble, the like button?
I have no idea.
I don't even know. Well, hit something. Well, at least hit the subscribe button. Please share this with everyone. We appreciate you, we love you, and we're so happy to be here on this platform. Have a great day.